College basketball's rulebook feels like it is being rewritten in real time, and last week delivered another moment that made fans, coaches, and executives stop and stare. Kenneth Lofton Jr., a powerful forward who has already played in the NBA and now competes in China, sent social media into a frenzy with a simple post. He shared an old photo of himself in a Louisiana Tech uniform and teased a return to his college program. It was almost certainly a joke, but the fact that some people believed it says everything about the confusion surrounding today's NCAA landscape. Since transfer rules were loosened and nil money flooded the system, college sports have shifted from long-term development to short-term transactions. What once looked like 4-year commitments now resemble 1-year contracts. Amateurism, at least in its traditional sense, is gone. Then came the ruling that truly shook the system. Baylor announced it had signed James Nnaji, a 7-foot center from Nigeria who was drafted by the Detroit Pistons and whose NBA rights have already been traded multiple times. Despite being a drafted professional, the NCAA granted Nnaji 4 full years of eligibility. That decision stunned the basketball world. Coaches reacted with open frustration. Tom Izzo called it the worst decision he had seen, while Mark Few pointed to a lack of leadership at the top. John Calipari questioned how any drafted player could be allowed back into college basketball at all. The outrage reflected a deeper fear that there is no longer a clear line separating college and professional basketball. NBA executives have been watching closely. Some see chaos. Others see opportunity. The idea of draft and stash players has long existed overseas, but this ruling introduces a new possibility. Foreign-born players could be drafted, retain their NBA rights, and still play college basketball while earning nil money. Teams could track their development more closely, and second-round picks might suddenly become far more valuable. Agents believe teams would take advantage of this immediately. The system is changing so fast that legal challenges feel inevitable. Attorneys already report conversations with players who have logged NBA minutes and are exploring potential returns to college. While the NCAA insists it will not grant eligibility to players under NBA contract, legal pressure may force the issue. There are risks for the NBA as well. Draft leverage could shift dramatically. If players had the option to return to college, teams might hesitate to draft someone who could walk away for a year, collect nil money, and wait for a better situation. That threat alone could influence draft night decisions. What once sounded impossible now feels merely unlikely. In the wake of the Nnaji ruling, even Dwight Howard jokingly asked if he could return to college basketball. Most laughed it off. Then they paused. In this new era, no question feels completely absurd anymore.